Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and I am really loving this cute little attic apartment that False Symmetry hooked me up with. However, sometimes I look around and it's like, wow, I'm in an attic. So I feel close to the sky. But what I don't feel is the air on my face. I don't see the sky, right? There's literally no windows on this bedroom floor. And the stairwell has a few. We come down here, there's windows in the weird creepy hallway that leads to the room I'm not allowed to go to, which isn't spooky at all, thanks False. And we have this balcony here, but this place could be a little bit more open. And I was thinking about it. There's a few places we could punch holes, like just directly into the wall here. But in order to do that, we're going to need some more of these fancy trapdoor shutters here. And I am all out of hi-fi. So, what I'm imagining we should probably go do is head over to the nether. I don't even know if False has a nether portal. I've been using the one back at the big Hermit Tower. We could go ahead and just swing that way now, because it's not far. Oh, what am I doing wasting rockets? Let's enjoy this beautiful rainy afternoon with the magic of fast trident travel. Woo! Shh, baby's sleeping. Oh, hey, there it is. Who's the hot tourist now? It me. What up? Joe Hills. Okay, let's maybe eat a potato to celebrate. So this is exactly the kind of thing that we need, plus the ground we need to make more of it. Now, we do have to navigate a little bit of an aerial puzzle to get back. So we came from here, and I think we need to go generally back that way. Ooh, hey, here's somebody's tunnel. Somebody made this. Ooh, what a terrible fortress. Whoa, what a beautiful place. Hey, I bet there is some way to escape. Where are we? Is there a portal through here somewhere? This looks like the sort of place that would lead to a portal or something. Somebody did a lot of work on this. Yeah, portal! Look who's escaping the nether. Look who's escaping the nether. Look who's escaping the nether. By walking backwards into a portal. Yay! So, now I still don't know necessarily where we are out here. Oh, yep, never mind. I know precisely where we are. So from all the way over here, we can zoom in, and you can see how these diagonal lines go up and over. And we continue that vibe of those diagonal lines, but we only actually hint at them while allowing ourselves to have a little bit of extra light and airflow. This feels more chill and welcoming. This feels like more of a place that you could live without despising your life because you never see the sun, right? So we're capturing the spirit of False's original intent, but we're just opening the whole space up. So we can move this boat here to where it's more of a coffee table rather than the only seat in the room. It kind of spins around on its own, doesn't it? Huh? It's not super desirable for a coffee table. People like to put drinks down on those. But we can come back to that problem.
I say we continue the spread. Let it go wild.
He's not the same cop van he once was.
I mean, he looks the same, except for his hair got darker. He looks younger. Yeah.
He does look younger.
He looks so much younger now.
It's because of the skulk. The skulk is the greatest thing to happen.
I'm yet to be convinced. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, well, I mean, just continue to let it spread, and we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. That's the only way we'll know, is if we let it spread. So, appreciate you guys' support. By the way, I'll just give you... Can I give you something? I want to give you guys a gift.
Oh, yeah?
I already have
couple of
found
these.
plenty of these all over the place.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
ask,
that's great.
what's the market value of these, Cub? Because let's say that I had an extra 90 or so of these. What could I sell those for?
Oh, I mean, that's very valuable, Joe. I mean, this is how you spread the skulk. You place these down, and it spreads the skulk for us.
Yeah, but if I'm going to
you can't
sell them to somebody else who is more interested in placing them down, like, what would that net me for, like, 90?
Oh,
I'll
Joe,
sell you
Joe.
these sculk catalysts that I just got for a diamond block each.
A diamond block each? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right.
Oh,
I'll
they're
tell you
not
what.
valuable,
I'll tell you
are
what.
they?
I'll tell you
I've
what.
got a flint and steel somewhere around here.
Oh, there's a trash can, Isuma. There's a trash can right here you can put them in if you want.
Oh, okay, I'll just put them into this trash can. There we go.
Next problem.
That's an easy way to dispose of them. Brilliant.
The good thing is that when I made this a trap chest, so I just took them back out.
Dang it! Oh,
Yep, I got them.
I tried.
Ouch.
Well, Joe, I mean, if you have 90 of them, I mean, assume I had a couple of them. I'm sure he has more, but if you have 90 of them, Joe, would you be willing to trade for, let's say, I don't know, like a couple ancient debris? Would that be a good trade for you?
Dang it! This is.
Oh, wow.
This is a rip.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I don't have any netherite. Okay, yeah, I'll go, if you wait right here, I'll go and grab that 90 or so, and I will be right back.
Perfect, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I am disgusted. I'm not in favor of this skulk.
Okay, yeah, you got ancient debris, you said?
I got it right here.
Yeah, let's see it. Ooh.
All right, that's enough for one. That's enough for
Alrighty,
one.
there's
There you go.
30, there's 60,
Okay.
and there is 90.
60. And then I think you might have picked up the other ones.
Oh, sorry. There is, yeah, you're 90.
Awesome, Joe. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Thanks for the ancient
appreciate it.
debris.
Be sure to spread the skulk, Joe. Be sure to spread the skulk.
Oh, yeah, one thing is Pixel Riffs requested if I did trade those away that I make sure whoever took them didn't put them under Pixel Riffs' base.
Ah, okay.
So if they ended up near
see.
literally anyone else's stuff in the long term, you know, that's not my concern. That's not my problem. But Pixel Riffs has
see.
already started mapping out the skulk under his base, and we'll know if more is added.
Might have to talk with Pixel Rift soon then. But thank you, Joe. Appreciate that.
Alrighty, have a
See you
great
soon,
one.
man. Bye-bye.
I smelted that netherite and some gold in order to make an ingot that I now hold in my hand. I just need to figure out what a smithing table looks like. In theory, oh, maybe it's this one. Now, we can upgrade any of our gear here with this netherite ingot, and we got to be very thoughtful about that. Like, do we need more out of our shovel? No. I think the Totem of Undying would probably be the best, but apparently for some reason it won't let you do that. Now, my lime stained glass pane would be my second choice after the totem. And unfortunately, that one's not gonna take either for some reason. Mojang, fix your game. So, here's what I'm thinking. Let's get our bounce boots and upgrade those, because I do hit the ground pretty hard a lot. And, ta-da! I now have better boots for smacking into the ground with. Look at this. I could go up really high. And then you see that arrow right there? The one that says down? Boom! Thanks, boots! Perfect. That was definitely a worthwhile upgrade. But anyway, I need to keep decorating my apartment. I only came over there in the first place to get some glass panes so that we could try and see how the windows would look if we filled them in a bit. And honestly, I don't know. Let's find out. Time skip. Oh. Hey, that's not bad. As happy as I am with these windows, I've got to say, these stairs are driving me mad. I'm just going to take an axe to them. I stab at thee from the heart of my axe. Now, the reason we are going to tear these out is because they really just break up everything about the room. Everything that's good about this place gets wrecked by those stairs. Or it did. They're gone now. I want to open up this whole space here, maybe put like a couch or something by the fire, be able to look out the windows. You know, we can still keep this little office area under the stairs here for looking out if we want. You know, that's cozy, that's nice. And then what I'm imagining we'll do, after we figure out the stairs here, is we can then stretch this whole room further back this way. Now, you might say, Joe, is that wise? At this point, I don't care if it's wise. I care if it feels comfortable. We're going to make this place into a home, whether other people like it or not. Time skip. My interior decorating in my new apartment is going so well, I thought I would come over here and help out the folks in this here tower that kind of banned me. You know, they let Cub put Skulk everywhere. So I was thinking maybe we would come over here and visit this platform behind Grumbot. Now, I think the Grumbot on the HermitCraft server is powered by redstone, which makes sense on the HermitCraft server, but we're on the Empire server, so why don't we put like a bunch of lore orbs or lorbs in here, and maybe that will go ahead and get Grumbot to, I don't know, do whatever it takes to open up this rift over here. You might be like, Joe, wait, what rift? What are we doing? This rift over here. It's been a whole thing. It's still not open. You can fly into it real fast. Doesn't work. You might think that I'd be heartbroken about that, but nope, I've got 1/10 of my heart still beating. But I'm not beaten. I'm not retreating. Forward, ever be thy watchword. Conquer and prevail. They say a house is not a home until you make it truly your own. That's why I got this delightful living room set, as well as a carpet. I have fireproofed the floor in front of the fireplace. I have also added bars to cat-proof the fireplace, you know, which all we need to do next is probably fireproof the cat place and we'll be set. I've got a sign here above our kitchen. Let me show you this kitchen. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze here, but we got our fridge, got our ice box there with the fridge underneath. We got all sorts of cabinets. We got our sink, our furnace. We've got a little cutting board here. We've got candles next to our workspace. We have a storage area down the hallway of danger. You know, and then when we come upstairs, we have some art. Now, this is a reproduction, not an original. Could not afford to spring for the original. Then we have a different type of couch up here, as well as another part of the living room set that wouldn't fit in the living room. There is nothing more Joe Hills than me buying something and going, oh, this doesn't fit where I thought it would. I'll just put it in my bedroom, whatever. Throw it wherever, you know? We have a fantastic map here that establishes a true sense of place. Yep, there we are, right up there. And, you know, all of the kitties are feeling like they're sitting pretty. This is truly an apartment that I can be proud of. But you know what? Just because I can be proud of my work here doesn't mean I can be proud of my work over at Pixel Riffs. He still needs a lot more done, and I'm the one to do it. Time skip.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, hey, Pix, how's it going?
Hi, it's going very well, actually. Since you've been working on the Skulk thing for me, I just wanted to let you know that that seems to have been taken care of now. We've had some words with Cubfan.
Okay.
But Cubfan is feeling himself again, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as a result of this, I'm probably going to spend a lot of tomorrow cleaning up any remaining Skulk catalysts that I can find in this area.
Sure.
While obviously we're still aware that they are out there, so I wanted to make sure that you're aware of that and to try and limit Skulk spread as best you can. It's not going to get any worse than it already is, so I'm probably going to start cleaning this area up as of tomorrow.
Fantastic. I was actually about to start cleaning this area up as of today.
Oh, okay, great.
So if you don't mind, I'll at least do the parts around the museum.
Sure, yeah. I mean, if you want to make the museum your focus as we discussed before, then that's totally fine.
One of the reasons that I wanted to finish the ground around the museum is because they'll detect blocks being placed or broken.
Right, yeah.
And slam the security door. So I wanted to have this stuff close enough to the sensor already fixed before I turn on the door.
Sounds good. Yeah, that seems like a smart idea. Is there going to be any kind of like manual override or off switch that I can use to make sure that I don't, place a block in here by mistake and just get shut in my own museum?
Yeah, I was thinking I'll set up like a lever with like a manual override sign. If you come up here with me,
Mm-hmm.
in order to fit this in here, there was only so much I could do without changing the roof, right?
Of
But
course, yeah.
if I just break this, it's a pretty simple design. They just all fall.
That's great. Yeah. They slowly crack over time, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave a box of extra anvils as well for you to replace them as they fail.
Perfect.
What I was
Great stuff.
imagining I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to have the sensors under the floor of the museum in that basement that I put in. And then I was thinking I'll put a pillar of gravel right here where I'm standing, basically, and have a piston push that up. An observer reads it when it breaks or when it pushes up, and then that would slam the door. Does that make sense?
Sure, and then it can reset by the gravel just falling back down into position. That's smart. I like that.
Great. Hopefully this won't ruin your aesthetic too much. Also, I figured you might want to cover the exposed pistons and this somehow once it's done.
I could probably put some trapdoors around the outside of this, and that'd just look like, wooden trunking of some kind, and that could conceal the gravel pillar quite well, I think.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I could, now that you mentioned the trapdoors idea, I could go ahead and give that a try myself. Obviously, you're welcome to improve on my first attempt.
Sure, yeah, no, but you might want to do that before we install the security system, because otherwise I'll come in here, try and improve the aesthetics, and then the door will slam behind me. So yeah, I think we'll work on that part first, and you can tell me where the manual override is, and then from there we can work on some decoration.
Sounds great. Well, looking forward to getting this knocked out for you, Pix.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Joe. Your efforts are so appreciated.
Sounds great. Catch you later, Pix.
All
Well,
right.
I say as there's no way out the door.
It's fine. I can sneak out through this this little hole in the stone block. Sometimes.
Okay, you know what? I might have to make sure that doesn't persist now that I know that's there.
Yeah, I think that's a skulk byproduct.
That was a damaged sculpt block there. Yeah. Okay. One less security flaw. Have a good one.
All right. See you soon, Joe.
For our rafters, I have drafted another list. We got about 7 things we need to do before we can get this done and clean up our attic. And I'm not sure the exact order I'm going to do all this stuff in, but one of the first ones that has to be done is acquire more skulk sensors. We've only got 2, and that's not going to give us coverage for our entire basement. So, what I'm imagining we'll do is we'll fly over here to Hermit Dystopia. I have heard that somewhere in Hermit Dystopia, there was some skulk damage and some extra sensors were created. Apparently, every time the skulk spreads, there's a chance it will create sensors. Wait, is this a chicken farm? Huh. Interesting. So, if we get a bunch of these eggs out here and make a bunch of chickens, and then kill a bunch of the chickens once they grow up. Baby chickens don't make experience. But if we kill a bunch of chickens over here, we might generate a bunch of skulk sensors that then we can harvest for our basement. Now, it's going to take time for these wee babies to grow up. So, I'm going to go ahead and time skip. I've got my hands full with all these skulk sensors, and I've started placing them down below. But you'll notice that it's going to be kind of loud. It's loud in here. Visitors are going to be perturbed. We don't want them to be disturbed or perturbed while they are trying to enjoy these fine exhibits. So that's why I have a plan. The blue terracotta is going to mark where the water is. Then I'll encapsulate these, and they won't make those report and clicking sounds every time they register a noise. That way, we can still get our redstone out of here using comparators and whatnot, but we don't have to deal with all of the disturbances to our fair museum guests. Okay, so we've got water on all of these as far as I can tell now. So even though we're still seeing the noises we're making transmitted to the sensors, we are not hearing that responsive click. And that's good for everybody. Time skip.
Good morning, Joe.
Morning, Pix. How are you?
I am very well. So happy to finally have all of this Sculk Catalyst business behind us. I spent a bit of time collecting up all of the rest of them, and I am pretty confident that we are 100% Catalyst free.
Woo! That is indeed worth celebrating. I've also got the security system all knocked out for you here, too, if you want to be presented
fantastic. Oh, please, yeah, give me the tour.
Okay, so there's a multi-part system here. We've got a layer of sensors on the roof that's set to be very loud, but not actually do anything. Because if somebody accidentally lands on the roof, we don't want to slam the security door shut, right?
I actually went up there and discovered the sensors and stuff, and then later I forgot about it, and I landed on the roof, and the roof screamed at me. So I think you're doing a fantastic job with that. I think that's very effective, especially at people who are sort of forgetful.
Fantastic. And then the real important part of the security system, though, is keeping people from breaking stuff inside of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I've got this all wired up. You can see there's some gravel in this pillar here.
Yes, behind the trapdoors. Yeah, kind of like we discussed before.
Exactly. So, I've got a switch up here. Whoops. Assuming I can land safely.
The roof doesn't like it when you do that.
No, it does not. It gets very loud. There's a switch up here. You can probably see me flipping it. So, the system is now armed. If you ever need to turn off the system, you just flip this switch here again.
Okay,
and
great.
What that'll do is that'll force power into the pistons, so even if the sensors send an interrupt signal, it won't, open the door and let all those drop.
Great.
Okay, it is now fully armed, so I recommend against breaking any blocks in here. There is an array of about 8 sensors under the floor, each in water. So if you hop around, you can probably see like little signals traveling.
Yeah, I see the sound particles traveling, or the vibrations, yeah.
Yeah, but because they're underwater, they won't be making clicking noises at people who are just generally observing the museum peacefully.
Perfect. I love that. I think it's so cool that there's a silent system at work here, and it's not going to just drop at random, but if somebody decides to break in and, take back all of the stuff in Ollie's chests in there, then they're going to have a hard time getting out.
Perfect. Now, do be aware, you're going to have to manually reload the door and the gravel pillar if somebody does set it off.
Understood, yeah. So there's a little bit of reinstallation required each time, but that's good. I'm hoping that incursions to the museum are going to be pretty minimal from this point onwards, because anything that's been, valuable around here has already been stolen at least once.
Well, but, once you get it back, I'm assuming it might be under threat again, so good to have it.
Well, hopefully we'll have no further problems with that, and at least the door and the screaming roof can act as a deterrent.
Certainly. And then in terms of just the front door here not having an actual door, that's not going to keep your zombies and skeletons out, but spiders shouldn't be able to fit through here for the most part, and the cats will keep away the creepers at least.
I appreciate the cats immensely. Just having a couple of them around for ambience as well is kind of nice. So, yeah, that's great. You've done a great job.
Thanks. We never actually figured out payment. Is that something we should come back to another day, or?
I think maybe, yeah. I'm sure I can be of use to you in some capacity other than just straight up diamonds, because we don't really have a diamond-based economy here on the server. But if there's anything that I can maybe advocate for you in some sort of position, consider me a reference for any future jobs, that might be of more value to you. And yeah, anything that you feel deserves payment, just invoice me. My door is always open.
Oh, yeah, I love sending out invoices. That's my favorite part of the first of the month. So, yeah, if I think of anything, I'll let you know.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Joe. This is really incredible.
Alrighty. Well, until next time, Pix, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.
There's a baby zombie right behind you. and that baby zombie was not expecting the fireworks.
Apparently not.
But the good thing is we can kill him because there are no catalysts around here anymore.
We did it!
Except in my inventory.